Interactive maps can really bring your world together. They provide a visual orientation for players and readers and will link everything related to one place together. With the new Anvil map editor, the integration feels like cheating, as you will see in this video. But first, the basics. Make sure that you are within your upload limits. Freemen can have map images with up to 3.5 megabytes of size, while paid members can have up to 25 megabytes of image size for their maps. These map images count against the general upload limit, so make sure that you are within these limitations as well. To upload your map, log into your Anvil account. In your dashboard, go to the Maps link in the left-hand navigation. Then click Create Map. Give your map a name and select the map image. Add a description and open the advanced options by clicking the link below the description field. Tag your map, and if it's related to a specific part of your world, link that too. Decide if you want to have the map on the front page. Scroll up and click Create Map again. If you have a paid membership, you may want to create your marker groups first. These will group all map markers you create for a specific section of your content. For example, you can group all your settlement markers in one specific group. To add your marker groups, click on the list icon in the bottom navigation bar. Give your group a name. Then decide who can see this group. This setting will be for every single marker assigned to this group. Select if you want to have this group visible whenever the map is loaded. Then click Finish and Create. Do so for every group you want to have, but you can always come back and add more later. Map pins are a great way to mark a single point of interest on your map. In a city-scale map, this could be a single house. On a world map, it could be a capital city. To add a map pin, click on Add Map Pin in the bottom navigation bar. Then pick where your pin should live on your map. To decide the visuals of your map pin, use the Search by Name option or just click on Show All Pins. Select the one you want to use. If you misclicked, don't worry, just do the search again. Give your pin a name. I think it's easiest to name the pin like the location it shows. Assign it to a group or add a description if you want to. If you don't want to add functionality, you can click Finish and Create now. Otherwise, click Next. In this part, you will decide if you have a pop-up first or if the linked content will be opened right away. I usually prefer the pop-up first approach. Select the links as you see fit. You can link any map marker to another map, an article, a timeline event, or even a category. The next page lets you decide if you want your pin to be public or private. Remember, privacy options are only available for paid membership levels. Finally, you can decide if your pin can be dragged around. You should also add tags. If you have access to CSS features, you can even give your pins a class to style them like you want to. When you are done, click Finish and Create. Now add markers for all the points you want to have marked. For larger parts in your map like neighborhoods or mountain ranges, a map pin won't do. You will want to add a label. To do so, click on the text icon in the bottom bar. Click on your new label position and give your label a name and a marker group if you want to. Select the style from a list of options, and if you don't want to do more, click on Finish and Create. The other available options on the next pages are just like the map pin options, so edit your label as you did with your map pins. Click Finish and Create as soon as you are done. Time to add in some roads and rivers. Lines are a great way to mark anything with a fixed start and end point on your map. To add them, make sure that you can see every part of the future line on your screen. Then click Line in the bottom navigation bar and click on the starting point of your future road. Add waypoints by clicking along your line. The closer your new waypoints are together, the more detailed your line will be. Waypoints can be a great way to follow terrain features like mountain ranges or rivers. When you reach the endpoint, double-click to finish your line. In the option panel, use the color picker to pick a color for your line and choose the opacity in %. Line weight will define how broad your line is. The bigger the number, the broader your line. With stroke dash size, you can create dotted or dashed lines. Enter numbers by the pattern of stroke, gap in here. For example, if you want to have a 10 pixel stroke followed by a 15 pixel gap, enter 1015. This pattern will repeat over the whole line. Play around with the values until you are happy. Then edit the marker as you did with the ones before. Circles can be great to mark a smaller circular area or point of interest. Click on the circle in the bottom navigation and then on the center of the circle. Drag it out until you reach your desired size. The stroke settings in the options panel are for the outline of your circle. The fill settings are for the inner parts. You can use the same stroke dash method as for the lines on the outline. Play around with the settings until you're happy with the result. Then edit your marker as you did before. These steps are the same for each marker type, as you should probably have recognized by now. Polygons are the love child of circles and lines. Again, make sure you can see the whole area you want to cover on your screen. Then click Polygon and click anywhere on the outline of the shape you want to draw. Continue clicking along the outline to follow shapes and turns like you did with lines. Finish your polygon by clicking on the start point again. Edit your marker as you did with the circles. The options are just the same. Polygons are a great way to mark irregular shapes like the city's influence area, a neighborhood, or even a lake. If you want to add a biome layer or maybe even a cultural layer to your map, additional map layers are the thing for you. Just be aware that the additional layer images should be at the same size of your map since you can't move them around. Another great possibility for this feature is multi-level houses and dungeons. To add additional layers, click on Add Layer in the bottom navigation bar again. Select the layer image and name your layer. Then pick the visibility. Click Finish and Create and you are done. Let's finish the map off with a compass rose and a background image. Navigate to the map settings in your top navigation bar, then scroll down until you see the two drop-down fields for map background and compass rose. Upload the respective images via the green hammer menu. Pick your images in the drop-down, then scroll up again and click Save Changes. You will be redirected to your map and see how beautiful this looks. For me, I love the new map editor feature. It enables faster edits and, most important, gives visible polygons. They were a pain to draw before, but now they are finished in nearly no time at all. If you plan a map properly, you have nearly limitless possibilities with it. There are limitations for freemen though. They will have a smaller map size and will only have access to pins and labels. I think this is fair. Paid memberships pay a monthly fee to have access to more features, and World Anvil costs a lot of money to maintain. If you want to learn about how to create a timeline and events to link with your map, you should watch the video linked right here, where I explained the new timelines in detail. Bye!